What's up, everybody, and thanks for tuning in to this episode of Undercover Vikings. So today I'm filming from my car, and that's because I have such a crazy schedule. I gotta get to where I'm going. But I asked a question this morning, and I got so much feedback, I thought I'd make a video on your responses. So my question was, if Bjorn was able to convince the gods to let you pick one Viking to bring back into the show, who would you pick? The only thing was, you could not pick King Ragnar. That didn't stop a few of you from saying Earl Ragnar, but it's still the same guy, so that doesn't count. So I wanted to talk to you about how many people asked for certain people to come back, and who and why, and what would it be like if they were actually in the show. So let's start off with Helga. She was one of the recent ones that have passed away. She is an actual Viking. She was very much a ride or die. We had 10 people in the comments saying that they wanted her to come back into the show. Now, honestly, if Helga were to come back, it would be kind of hard for Floki to transform into the seer, which 9 times out of 10 he is going to become. But she was definitely a solid figure in the entire series. She was a ride or die for basically everyone, but mostly to Floki. I think she was the most faithful wife of all the wives in the series, or all the Viking women in the series. So Helga, we miss you, but rest in Valhalla with your beautiful daughter, who did also get a vote from someone who thought that she should come back. Now, what would Helga and Floki's daughter be like now? I don't know, because Floki's such an eccentric character that for his daughter to be anything but eccentric would be weird. And then we had Eric. Do you guys remember Eric? He actually took the knife for Athelstan. He got a few votes. And then we had Athelstan, who got a few votes. Now, how Athelstan would survive in this world without King Ragnar and without King Egbert, I don't know. But I do miss him very much. So unfortunately, we can't have him back, but I wish we could get him back as well. Then we have Torsten. Of course, Torsten, that heartbreaking death. But he is in Valhalla. We miss Torsten, though. I don't know. I think he would do well. I probably think that if Torsten were back, he would probably travel with Bjorn versus going back and fighting even more. But I think he would rather like to do that. And then we have Gita. Of course, Gita got several votes. We love Gita. It would be kind of really cool to see her fighting alongside with Bjorn, and of course her other brothers who she's never met. I wonder if Ragnar or Bjorn ever told the 4 brothers about Gita. If not, she's probably already met her dear lovely brother Sigurd, who also passed away this past season. I actually voted for Sigurd to come back because I feel like he didn't have enough time to actually prove himself. Even though he was really annoying and mean and loved to pick fights, I think he needed more time. But also in real history, Sigurd was there for quite some time and did a lot of great things. So for him to die early, it didn't sit well with me. And of course, it didn't sit well with a few of you either. And then we have Siggy. Now, I also thought Siggy would be a good person to bring back. However, when Siggy was queen, she really had they didn't have that much money or power, but she was rich because she had most of the money that the people wanted. But now that they've gone on all these raids and they came back with so much, and Kattegat is so huge, I don't know where Siggy would fit in. And she's always wanted to be at the head of the helm, and if she's back now, she would be just like anybody else in the city, and I don't think she would like that. So I think she's more happy to be in Valhalla with her husband and her kids rather than being here. And then someone wrote Queen Loopy Loo. Like, guys, seriously, Queen Loopy Loo? I've heard her called so many things, the Wicked Witch of the West. You name it, she's been called it. But Queen Loopy Loo, I've never heard before. And somebody actually wanted her to come back, which is really funny. Someone even wrote Rollo, because he's dead to me. I think he's dead to almost every Viking in that show. But for himself, he's still a Viking on the inside, so who knows? I wonder if he'll make it into Valhalla. He did make a name for himself, so who knows? And then people were naming people who weren't even Vikings. Like, for instance, they were naming King Egbert. King Egbert got several votes. And that's really cool and interesting. That shows how much he was very much like a Viking, but he kept to his religion, I guess, in a weird way, even though he didn't really believe in what his people believed in. But that was cool. And then someone actually mentioned Quenthrith. She was crazy and a lovable character, I guess. And still people are questioning the fact if Magnus is Ragnar's son. I'm telling you guys, it is not. Ragnar has no need to deny his own child. But those are the people that you guys wish for to come back in the show. I'm so excited because the season is just a few days away and we're still counting down. So keep tuned for more questions and definitely put your comments in there so I can post it in my next video. Bye!